If your team is drowning in clutter, chaos, and confusion, then chances are you need 5S and visual management. Two tools I'm going to be covering with you today that combine to create an ecosystem that is the foundation of continuous improvement. My name is Gary Cox, and I am the author of Cultivating Champions of CI, a leader's toolbox for creating a continuous improvement culture. And I'm going to share with you some fundamental elements associated with 5S and visual management. Continuous improvement isn't some big, massive project that you put into place all at once. Continuous improvement is just about incremental improvements day after day, week after week, month after month that build up, that create that culture. And 5S is a fundamental tool in helping make that happen. Now, 5S simply stands for sort, set in order, shine, standardize, and sustain. And those 5 components are fundamental. So when it comes to sorting, it simply means get rid of the stuff you don't need, the stuff you don't use. Right? That's critical. It takes up energy. It takes up your mind. When you see it, you're thinking about it. So just declutter and make sure that you have only the essential things you need at hand. When it comes to setting in order, when you set in order, what that simply means is put everything where it needs to be when you need to use it. So it's critical that you make that kind of component associated with helping you be fundamentally able to reach what you need when you need to use it. Shine is just about making sure everything is ready and in good working order. Nothing worse than picking up something that has a battery associated with it that you need for power and find out the battery hasn't been charged. Or that you go to use a piece of equipment and it isn't ready to use when you need it. That just slows you down, creates waste. Standardize is about a standard way to operate, a standard way to lay out, a standard way to put things in place where they need to be when you need them. So again, shadow boards, things like that are really important when it comes to 5S. When we think about sustain, this is about that checklist, that check to make sure that you haven't slipped away from having things right, sorted in the right place, set into order, and that they're in good working shape, and that things are standardized. And that is that you use the same process in different locations, if in fact you have multiple locations. This is important and fundamental in any component of driving a continuous improvement. Visual management is really about driving behavior. And your visual tools around you should influence your behavior and how you're going to actually get the work done effectively and safely in ensuring that you're meeting your organizational goals. Now, combining visual management and 5S create this ecosystem that you need to be able to have in place in order to ensure that you're establishing a base of continuous improvement. Here's why. If, for example, when you're looking at a dashboard and it's not meeting your standard, your behavior changes to try to make sure you're meeting that standard. If in a 5S situation, things aren't where they're supposed to be when they're supposed to be there, that should trigger a behavior change, right? We need to address that. Let's understand why it's not where it was supposed to be when it needed to be there. You can use 5Y tools and you can use other tools to do that. So 5S and visual management create this culture of where things that are not acceptable are highlighted and raised, which gives you the opportunity to talk to your team about why that is the case and adjust. If you're getting value out of this video, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit subscribe, and please leave me your comment because I'm always anxious to hear from them and I will answer every comment.